Hello, folks. Oh, is everything in order? Planet! Hello! Good to see you here. I do apologize for not being up earlier. As I maybe mentioned to you that I intended to be. Had some stuff to sort out here. And by that I mean to say I'm a bit out of sorts. But I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Anyhow. To get right into it, I've got a couple of things that I want to do today. One of which is taking care of that. A bit of the residual cleanup from Halloween. Yeah. Maybe forgot about it. My bad. Now, I had really genuinely hoped that the next time... where do I leave my shears? I had really hoped that the next time that I streamed Minecraft... Could be in here, I guess. No. Can I just get him now with a silk touch? Anyway. Something feels off. I'm not getting it through both ears. No, that's all fine. There is something peculiar, but I cannot put my finger on what. No, that volume is fine. Anyway. Yeah, I had sincerely, genuinely been hoping that we could get a start on what I consider my next really big Minecraft project. And when I say really big, I mean bigger than I've ever done before. But, that's not quite in the cards yet. Okay. I didn't think so. Not quite yet, anyway. Forgive me, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do first. Well, I suppose we should start with this. When I came in here, before stream, for prep, there was a grass block here. And then I was like, okay, an Enderman busted in. And they've been leaving stuff around. And then I came up here, and there was another grass block here, and the painting was nowhere to be found. And I don't even remember if that's the painting that I originally intended to have there. But I have come to the conclusion that an Enderman decided to teleport there and leave me a present, and it popped the painting off. So I need to do something about that. I need to make those blocks someplace an Enderman cannot put anything without destroying the painting. I suspect that means buttons. Anyway, while I try to sort that out, I wanted to chat about Minecraft Live and the stuff that they showed off, the plans that they have. It's gonna be 4 buttons, another 4 buttons. So that should be enough for all of them, top and bottom. I'm not doing the sides because I can't put it on the sides and the top and the bottom. Because if I put a button here, it occupies this space. Now the question is, yeah, I think that's okay. Ow. Yeah, dehydrated gas. I'm intrigued. It's gonna be the opposite of this one, didn't I? Middle 2. No. No, that's the same as the other one. This can be middle 2. Wait, no. Other way around. Like so. There we go. It's just a slight enough difference that I feel like it stops it from looking too uniform. Let me see a difference here. Not really. The side texture is the same. I should have a look at it from below. Forward, forward, back, forward. There. Anyhow. Yeah, that's just enough difference to stop it from looking perfectly uniform. I think that'll do. If I come up with something better... I don't think trapdoors will work because they occupy the space that the painting does. Because they're not perfectly flat. Pressure plates would, but only on the bottom. I think that'll do. Alternatively, I could put them on these blocks, those blocks, and those blocks. I don't know, maybe that idea has merit. Try it out on this one. If I busted these up. Oh, wait, no, it'll only be that way. No. Yeah, not an option. I think I considerably prefer this with that in mind. Anyhow. The other thing I wanted to do was hollow out the rest of the library so that I can start building there. I do have popcorn. If you're a crunch, that's what it is. You cannot stay. Goodbye. Let me think. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll be fine. Popcorn, let's go. Hello! Welcome back, Planet. I wanted to talk about the, Now, hang on. This is 5, and this is 4. That's not great, actually. Oh, that's not great. If I put more bookshelves here, that would be helpful, but not perfect. And I don't have the books. My books. There we go. That'll be enough for now. So, a built-in shader option. That's, I believe, what you were most excited about. Was that right? Where should I get this from? Oh, in the... right. Chiseled, it's been a while since I've crafted one. Slabs. Alright. So that's why I had slabs at hand. Once they come to Java, of course. Yeah, I like the Gus a lot too, but shaders are definitely one for me. Once they come to Java, of course. Yes, yes, yes. I have stayed away from shaders for the most part. Just because I'm nervous about how my computer would run them in regards to streaming. Given that these ones would be Mojang sanctioned, though, I have to imagine that there would be... I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. In all, I think... I think I'm gonna give him a try. when they come to my respective platform. I'm still a little nervous about it, a little hesitant, but I think that's just me being overly cautious. It's just me, I think. More optimized? Perhaps. I'm aware that there's an attitude, at least one that I have perceived, of the idea that shaders are made to make up for some sort of shortcoming of the game. And that's not something that I really agree with, and it's something that I can't say for certain. And this is just a personal standpoint. My personal relation to these shaders in question, and that's partly because my computer is not the most high-end out there. But there's a little bit of concern that I've been holding on to, that perhaps the optimization of the shaders has suffered for the sake of making it look really good, because that's what people want out of the shaders. Does that make sense? But this is Mojang we're talking about. They spend so long optimizing everything they can. They've been going back through and working on tag tables and such, and you see that in basically every changelog that they come out with. It's unavoidable. I feel like they would have to have a standard of optimization in regards to that. But aside from that assuaging my fears, my inhibitions, I mostly just got really excited looking at how it appeared in-game when they were showing it off. This needs something to frame it. Maybe just oak logs? Maybe just oak logs. Maybe stripped oak logs. I think so. I need more oak logs. What shortcoming? Was it you? Perhaps I'm not articulating this as well as I mean to be, and I don't mean to tick anyone off, but just from my perspective of having a suboptimal computer for running shaders. If this side is going to have the big support beams like that, then I can't frame a painting that I want to put here in more oak logs. So then it wouldn't make sense to have that mirrored over here, so they should be stripped. But does that look okay with this? Maybe it needs something else. see. I have yet to figure out what to do for the ceiling. I guess we'll get around to it. Anyway, my experience is, my experience has been bad in the past because of what I would have to assume would be a less than stellar optimization for the sake of spectacle, which obviously and understandably has its place, but it just didn't work for me. I feel like that's maybe as concise and effective as I can make my description. Anyway. Okay, so this walkway is going to be... This walkway, I made it 4 so that it would match this. That's as wide as they can be. But how would that... There needs to be a barrier here. Not a literal barrier, but a threshold, so to speak. This is where it is a walkway, a catwalk even, perhaps, and this is where it's solid. Yeah. Okay, so if we dig down here, this would also be dug out. 2, 3. Uh-oh. Oh. That might be trouble. Specifically worried... Oh, so you're worried it won't be optimized. Specifically worried it won't be optimized well for a computer with your specs. That was my concern for the shaders that I did not end up using in the past. It is my concern for this as well, but I am cautiously optimistic, and I am for sure going to give them a try, including on stream. I'm worried not just about whether they'll be optimized for a computer with my specs, but more specifically, a computer with my specs streaming, attempting to stream. Because if it works well, normally, then that's one thing, but it will need to work well under duress. And that's another thing. It's high time I replace all of these barrels. Why are you a chest? I guess because I put the important stuff in here and I didn't want to forget it. Or... another 12, 41, 49, and then another 12 on top of that. 61, 62 for you. 62 barrels. Oh boy. I gotcha. Seems like Dava still is ways off though, so we'll see. We will see. We will see. I'm looking forward to finding out, one way or the other. What did I say? 62 barrels? Okay, so I'm gonna need... That's close enough. we go. Okay. I'm going to need to go pick up more wood, I think. There we go. I'll leave one in there for the one that's currently a chest. I'll swap that out later. By the time I do this. With that said, I still don't know what all is going to have things in them. And what things specifically those are. I'll try to figure that out. I mean, worst case scenario, some of them go empty for a while, and then I come up with something later that I need to put in them. I'm missing some. There we go. There we go. We're all outfitted. Excellent. Now, with that said, that does put a little wrinkle in up here. As for the ghasts, I'm excited. This does have some interesting potential lore implications. I feel like I still want this to be solid and that to be the catwalk, but then... How do I have a catwalk when I can't walk cats under it? Hmm? Does that mean we can see them? Use them to transport villagers long distances more easily? I don't know if villagers would want to sit on them, necessarily. You can stand on them, though, so maybe you can... ride a villager on a boat onto one, and then maybe that'd work. Easier than setting up a minecart track or having to deal with actually transporting a villager in a boat that distance. That would be for certain. That's where I'd want to go down. It goes down again. That's split level. Maybe... maybe this is fine. Okay, so... It's just that one. It's just the one on the end there. That would mean I wouldn't be able to extend it later. I should work that out, actually. Okay, so difference between this level and that level is 6. 7. That's 7. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and that's 4. And then 1, 2. Well. step away for a bit, so gonna be looking BRB. I don't blame you, Planet. It's, a little late. Just a little bit. I, kind of chose a less than ideal time for this. Okay, so if we say 7 blocks from ground floor down here to this level, then 7 blocks from this level to up there, maybe that would be ideal? 4, 5, 6, 7. Still trying to work out how I'm gonna do this split level thing, because that's gonna be a pain with these numbers, I think. How did I manage to screw this up so badly? It's a rhetorical question, don't answer it. Where was I in regards to the conversation? Right. Dehydrated gas. Lore. My brother and I were talking about this, and he said something about it just feels wrong, and I responded, maybe that's the point. There's very clearly something wrong about that, something that isn't what is expected. So I feel like that all the better conveys the idea that one, dried out gas is something that can and should be fixed, and 2, maybe there's something wrong with the idea of gas in the Nether in the first place. I mean, obviously, anyone who's been playing Minecraft for any amount of time and has been to the Nether would associate gas with the place because that's where they spawn, right? But maybe that's not how it's supposed to be, quote unquote. Me. Yes. What could go there that would then cover that up? Hypothetically. All in all, I'm excited for movable platforms. I like that. A flying mount is something that obviously has never been done before in Minecraft. In an official capacity, I should say. So that there's a lot of new ground being broken here, which I mean makes it just about as exciting an announcement for the next drop as you can get, even with how strange it may feel. I am not 100% sold on the harness texture. But that could get another pass before the feature is finalized. I don't know. It's possible. It feels too busy to me. But, you know, it's mostly a matter of opinion. How do I fix that shape? Close enough. That's not right. Ah! Something's very wrong about this, but I can't put my finger on what or how to fix it. I've screwed up the numbers somewhere, and it's going to look off. That's 5, that's 4, that's 4. And that's... Make it a little shorter. That's already kind of curved. Something's off with my headphones, but I can't figure out what. Being bugged by a bunch of little irritations, and it's disrupting my ability to think. That's good. Cut that off there. From there it flows down into a split level, and then it flows down again into this area. This area will be nice and open, with evidently the exception of this. Specifically here and here. No. No. I take advantage of this. Yeah. Advantage of this. You make a 3x3 doorway like the other ones into an area under that spot. For decoration. There's still way too many stacks for this. That's surrounded by an archway, and then that in turn is nestled between this support and another support, which will be on the other side. Yeah. So that's good for that. Feeling a little stuck. Maybe go get more oak planks. These away. There's more space in that chest. I should have some more deep stone storage. There we go. Didn't quite mean that, but I'm sure it'll pull back up soon enough. Oh, yes. Oak logs. There we go. A whole stack this time. I had more in my inventory. No. There. Kind of glossed past them. That'll look fine. It'll go in there. Over here. I think next step will be working out what to do about split level part. Oh, that was the one I wanted. There we go. Okay, so if starting right here. I have an idea for how to make that look good. Okay, we got a bot. Now. There we go. That, in turn, that beam is cross-braced by this between those. That'll be good. But that, in turn, means I need to take these out, swap them out for more planks. This is... Starting to turn. I don't know what to do back there. Maybe tuck a little something out of the way so it feels like it's behind a staircase in the back part of the library. But that makes this feel less jarring. As if they're connected to the supports further above. Starting there. The stairs. No, not the stairs. And I want this to be all open. Whatever the underside of this is can be the same as whatever the underside of that is. It needs a half step. This in turn, and I'll do something with this, but I'm not sure what yet. Starts here. Stairs going up. Stairs going up a second time. Stairs going up a third time. Takes you to the top of this block. This takes you to the top of that block. But there's maybe something else that can be done. And it's a risky maneuver, but I could maybe pull off something clever with it. If I was very careful. Perhaps being a little too ambitious here. I'm gonna use... I'll use stone brick stairs for now. Probably gonna swap them out for something wooden at some point. That's where I left stone cutter around here at some point. Sometime, I know I did. Okay, so Let's use stone stairs for now. And this to demonstrate. I may have to swap them out in the future, but that's fine. Be back for you. Who knows? Maybe I'll find the perfect material. Well, that's not gonna work. Yep. Maybe that'll work. I'm gonna get another race. Even if it's just for demonstration purposes. Then another 4 seconds. It's an awkward number to work with, but maybe I can make something work. Let's get another. Bundle. For now. I'll be honest, I did not entirely know what I wanted to be doing with this when I went in today. Although that much is probably evident. I think it works. Now the slab floor comes with its own set of interesting hurdles. I can't put anything on it directly. No torches. But I wasn't going to use torches anyways. In the long run, I was eventually going to swap them out for something else. So I think that should be fun. Let's make that more open. No, there's no crafting table. Actually, let's make a couple. I think we do this. That way it still feels supported. And it won't be fully open, but it will be more open. Let's see, that'd be... You can extend that way, too. And it'll probably essentially just be a mirror image of the one up there. I put another spiral staircase there and get away with it. That one goes up into the ceiling, and for good reason. No, I don't think so. Yeah. I think shelving units here. Same down there. Yeah, I think that'll work out fine. How tall is that, actually? The inside 4 tall. Okay. So let's make this 4 tall. Yeah. Perfect. That's 3 wide. But the struts will be the only ones that are going to be 3 wide again. Because everyone else gets a little bit of rotation. Is there... matches. I should probably take advantage of that. Just so that the logs are exposed here. Yeah. And that can extend further in, too. What would that look like? Or then... that side would be open, this side would not be, but that's fine, because that gives it a little more character. That's not right. I don't know if I want it to all be exposed up there either. I want it to extend that way a smidgen too. Just enough. Pull a corner around there. Actually. That would fit that perfectly. That's 5, but that one's special. So it should be decorated accordingly instead of with 4x4 painting, naturally. Yeah. Of course, I do want this to be somewhere. One's up there are not 4x4. I think they're the 3x4. Yeah. What's the difference maker again? I have well, show something. So that there is 4x4. This up here is 3x4. Ceiling's shorter. Tough decisions. If I don't make the right one now, it could drastically impact how it looks later. There's gotta be something different about that one. To my advantage. Right now the oak looks a little jarring because it's up against stone. Once I have it next to other similar blocks in a good block palette, it'll look better, but that's a lot of work. So it's a little ways from where it goes. out of space. I need to find another better place to put that. I thought it running into the portal was bad. This is worse. That's 5. It's not gonna look the same. I don't want it to look the same as all of the regular passageways. Overlaps right there. So it's not like I can use that. Let me just back for a second. That's the open space. How's that in relation to the outside of the mountain? Could have a great big bay window there. A great big window in a library. Very wide window, as it were. Down there, down. It's not too far from this end, then. Maybe we can make something work. If I extended it out far enough. What's this in here? A hole. Lovely. Oh. That's under a hive, that's under a hive, that's under a hive. I see. I'll just block this off. Stop making getting a little too curious for a later date. Yo, I'm back. Hello, planets! Want to see the progress made? And by progress made, I'm using that term very loosely. What we doing? We're still trying to figure out the library. Mostly it's just been me fumbling around with very little idea as to what I want the end product to look like, but now I think I might have a vision. So, ignore these blocks here. Those are just to hold the water in for slightly easier access. We've got this down here. It goes in here like so. The staircase is interesting. The split level here has a slab floor right now. I'm not 100% sold on it, but I think it might allow me to do some interesting stuff. And I'm wondering if I can take this level far enough this way to just have a great big window right in the library. How far would it have to go? Am I just gonna be digging forever? Maybe it could lead to somewhere else. Instead of having a window. I should be busting out at some point here. That's way too far. But maybe... I have an idea. It's a long-term idea. On this side, we have a secret passage that has no mechanism yet, but it will eventually. A secret passage to the sewers down there. What if on this side we have another secret passage? I'm trying to picture what... would look like over here, actually. Go, did I? How effectively did I plug this up? This was 5 seconds ago. You'd think I'd be able to remember this joke. There you are. Okay. What about up? How far up would I have to go? Ow. Not that far, actually. So what if that level... An observatory! Ooh. Some sort of planetarium. And then that in turn... Or... Yeah. And then that in turn could extend over here. And right on this little mound here... Oh no. This is... Planetarium there... I should really see how that would potentially interfere with the uppermost level and the potential offshoots that could have. Just kick the can down the road, so to speak. Here's this. If I had a planetarium. Are there any observatories with great big windows straight up? That feels maybe a little reductive in regards to its purpose. That might work, conceptually. And then this would feed into the wizard tower. And then I could have any potential automatic brewing setups there that I would want. Yes, there, and not in the room with the giant brewing stand statue. Naturally. And then it would connect kind of in a figure 8. This would connect down, and I could go over and get up into the secret area next to the library. Over here, the lower level, this connect down there. Yeah. That's not bad. That's not bad. Goes across. Very strange spatial logistics that I've set up for myself. I don't even fully have plans for what to put in all of these places, but one day. And I like having the options left open. Okay, so this floor. Great big open space here. That all can get mined out. I feel confident about that. Something like a chandelier on the ceiling in there. Maybe. Yeah. Because it doesn't feel like it would fit there anywhere. It would be kind of cramped. And And then, on the other side, a fancy-looking door into a planetarium-looking place. Or maybe something similar. Similar vibes. And then from there, secret passage into the Wizard's Tower as an alternate route in, instead of going all the way around the other way. Yeah. Yeah. They're backwards. My headphones are backwards. That's why they're falling off. I put them on wrong because I'm tired. Okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna call stream here. Lots of planning done. I need to find a better place to put all of this stone before I proceed, I think. Not the gravel. Oh boy. I'll do a bit more hollowing out off camera. Still not certain what to do about this. Maybe the next few Minecraft streams we can actually work on this a little more. Focus on it instead of me trying desperately off camera to try to prepare for my next big project. I've discussed that I've discussed it very offhandedly with you, I believe, Planet. I don't want to go into it just yet. I feel like I want to be absolutely certain that I'm ready for that before I start working on it, because it's gonna be fantastic if I can get it to work, but if I can't, then yeah, then it's just gonna be misery. Yeah, I think that's it for now. Glimpses at stuff for the future, perhaps. Now we're going for birch. Do I? Not really. Huh. But we just got started? Kind of. Oh, there. I guess that works. Well, I'm sorry, I'm just a little worn out. That's part of why I didn't end up streaming on Friday like I intended to. I do apologize for that. You know what? If all goes well, then I'll do a double feature on... It'll be probably Tuesday, and if not Tuesday, then Wednesday. Yeah. We'll do something special then. I desperately want to get back to Die in the Dungeon, see the new character. But also, I want to do some stuff in Noita. I was practicing the first level off stream, and I found something very interesting that I want to get back to before I actually go and discover something new about it myself. I'm not sure what to think of it, but I'm sure it's something interesting because it strikes me as very deliberate. So I'll see whatever that is next time we boot up Noita, hopefully. It might require... I'll think about it. Anyway, see you next time. Oh boy. Sorry to disappoint, Planet. I really should have streamed earlier in the day. I intended to. You too, you too. Have a great night. See you next time.